Today, my name is Jin Jianren. Our topic of our group is Coca-Cola. Next, in my part, I will talk about the net zero pathway of Coca-Cola. Next, Coca-Cola Europe Pacific Partners has set an ambition to reach net zero by 2040 and reduce its greenhouse gas emissions by 20% by 2030 and approved by SBTi. To do this, Coca-Cola recognized that key areas of its business will need to undergo fundamental change. Next. With more than 90% of its emissions attributed to its supply chain, the complaint will need to actions from 15,000 suppliers too. They have been making progress over the last decade. Since the 2010, they have reduced the Scope 3 emissions by 27%. But there is still more to do. As Coca-Cola's carbon reduction pathways started by a 3-year plan, focusing on the most immediate and impactful carbon reduction actions. In October 2020, the company asked all its suppliers to take 3 actions. 1. Set and validate GHG emissions reduction targets with the SBTi by 2023. 2. Committed to using 100% renewable electricity across their operations by 2023. 3. Share their carbon footprint data. Next. By setting science-based targets and have them validated by SBTi, the suppliers set themselves a clearly defined emissions reduction pathway. In line with the Paris Agreement goals, to achieve its goals, Coca-Cola HBC will 1. Invest $289 million in emissions reduction initiatives by 2025. 2. Further decarbonize direct operation by switching to 100% renewable electricity and low carbon energy sources through continuous improvements and innovations in energy efficiency. Next. 3. Accelerate its journey to a more circular, lower carbon packaging approach by increasing RPET use, adopting packaging and refillable options, removing practice in secondary packaging. 4th, provide energy efficient and eco-friendly coolers and to customers. 5. Reduce emissions from agricultural ingredients. 6. Implement a green flight programs to switch to low and no carbon Ness.
Hello, my name is Jiahao Gan, and this is my part. My part is emission inventory. Next. This table shows Coca-Cola has been producing greenhouse gas over in 2012 to 2020. There are several parts in this table: greenhouse gas emission, energy use, fleet fuel management, HFC free, cooler and waste. Next. Greenhouse gas emission have 6 points and energy use have 3 points. This table shows Coca-Cola has been producing greenhouse gas over this year. Next. And fleet fuel management is fleet fuel consuming in 2020. HFC-free coolers have number of pieces of HFC-free refrigeration equipment placed. Percentage of all coolers introduced in years that are HFC-free. This table shows the fleet fuel transport in 2020 and the number of pieces of HFC-free refrigeration. Next. And this is waste. And this table shows total waste generated, total waste ratio, total waste recovered, waste recycle percentage from 2012 to 2020. Next. Under this part, there were several points in it. This table, most of the data is done or felt complete with previous years, and table try to show the Coca-Cola company are trying to cut down the greenhouse gas produced and waste produced. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Zhixing Wang, and this is my part. My part is other environmental and social impacts. First of all, in the list of forage front enterprise, Coca-Cola's ranking has increased significantly, which is mainly due to the significant growth of Coca-Cola's business, operating revenue and profit in China. At the same time, the company has also increased its investment in the Chinese market. The superposition of various factors makes Coca-Cola China perform well in the 4 growth indicators. Therefore, Coca-Cola company's ranking in the main list and economy responsibility list of the foreign front enterprise in 2040 rose sharply and occupied the top position. At the same time, Coca-Cola has shared no effort to be enthusiastic about China's public welfare undertaking. We accumulated public welfare investment of more than 270 million yuan, according to the data disclosed in Coca-Cola China Sustainable Development Report 2012 to 2030. The one is One is in the Free to Open Jelly launched by Coca-Cola China and China Women's Development Foundation in 2030. The second is in Guangxi, China's sugar capital. Coca-Cola supports sugarcane farmers to save water by spraying and deep irrigation. It encourages sugar enterprises to return wastewater to the field and backup power generation so as to achieve a win-win situation in environmental. The third is Coca-Cola uses its nationwide sales network to enlarge the 24-hour water purification emergency rescue merchants working with public welfare institutions such as One Foundation and Gentlemen Departments. Coca-Cola responded to 10 disasters for the first time in 2030 alone and delivered more than 3.57 million bottles of drinking water to the victims. The following is China's Coca-Cola environmental vision for 2020. In terms of water resource management, Coca-Cola has invested more than $1 billion, $1 billion in wastewater management system in the past 10 years and has achieved 81.1 billion liters of water resource-free bed, accounting for 52% of the water used in beverage production. In 2020, the rate of water resource of Coca-Cola will increase by 25%. In terms of energy and climate, Coca-Cola has put 80,000 free environmental-friendly freezer on the market. The energy utilization rate of refrigeration equipment has increased by 40% compared with 2000 and the energy utilization rate of global production and operation has increased by 80% compared with 2004. Coca-Cola has the largest heavy-duty hybrid electric delivery fleet in North America, so it reduced fuel and carbon emission by 30%. In 2020, Coca-Cola Company has reduced the carbon emission for each bottle of beverage by 25% through the whole value chain. Systems of product package. Coca-Cola launched the world's first recyclable PET plastic beverage bottle partly using plain raw material in 2009 and had 371 million pounds of recycled aluminum and PET plastic beverage content in 2012, reducing potential carbon emission by 40,000 tons. All PET plastic bottle use pens environmental protection bottle packing teach knowledge.
My name is Teng Wenxu. The part 4 is compensation strategies. Okay, next. To achieve the net zero carbon emission by 2050, Coca-Cola Company set some phase changes. The goal for 2020 is reduce relative carbon emission by 25% by 2020 against a 2010 baseline. The 2030 science-based targets to reduce absolute GHG emissions 25% by 2030. Then achieve net zero carbon emission by 2050. Okay, next. To achieve these goals, Coca-Cola have set a new goal to reduce our use of virgin practice derived from non-renewable source by a cumulative 3 million material tons over the next 5 years. In 2050, dependent on basis growth, they project that they will use approximately 20% less virgin practice than they do today, such as the PET. The highest volume packaging material is variable, lightweight, recyclable, and can be made into refillable bottles. Coca-Cola now offers beverage packaged in 100% recycled PET practice in around 30 markets. In 2020, the New Zealand and Norway announced transition to 100% recycled PET for their practice packaging profiles, joining their neighbors in Sweden. Okay, next. In early 2021, Coca-Cola North American business announced a series of 100% recycled PET innovations spanning our portfolio and including multiple brands and packaging size. Next. As Coca-Cola Company estimate that manufacturing currently accounts for as much as 15% of our GHG emissions. So it is important to create a renewable energy guide and work in it. The efforts are having an impact. In 2019, 15% of Coca-Cola systems electricity demand was met with renewable source. In 2020, that was increased to 70%. There are just a few of compensation strategies, but due to the time constraints, that's all for today. Thank you for your listen.
That's all. Thank you.